gonna massage these squares. The lawyer's theory is absurd.
Now I shall destroy your utterly absurd and barbarous theory. I was not anywhere near the tomb following the murder. Were your theory correct, I would have been in the tomb once I had stopped channeling. My husband, Dirk, is the killer, but he has fled from this sacred hall. May the Holy Mother grant judgment upon the traitor Dirk Satmady for his crimes.
Oh, such a marvelous testimony. You are truly a treasure, your mercifulness.
This, too, is but by the grace of Her Holiness. No doubt my unmasking here today was her will as well.
Oh my! The Holy Mother, you say?
Yes, surely Her Holiness has guided me to this witness stand. Hugs. And to the purity of truth.
We love you, Queen Amara. Oh, how magnificent! Queen Amara, the Holy Mother's messenger here on Earth, our own little Disney princess singing to the animals themselves.
Praise be for Queen Amara. Blessings. Blessings upon her mercifulness.
Where did those animals even come from? Why are they in here? I'm a little concerned. Please, can we get animal control? Can we get animal? There's a tiger in here. Am I the dragon? Do I fight the tiger? The dragon never yields. When the dragon fights the tiger, I'm fighting that tiger.
Now then, the defense may question the witness. But remember, she is a grand priestess, so disrespect will not be tolerated. That means no pointing out conflicts, inconsistencies, or any other flaws in her testimony.
What? Am I gonna get punished for pressing? Because pressing is what I do. I like to pressing. I like to be oh, this is depressing. Okay, all right. Let's just see what happens if I press this.
Hold it!
Can I no longer always be pressing? My theory is utterly absurd and barbarous.
And high-handed, if I may say so. Newton is right to call you putrid-minded. Surely even the monkeys at Mount Pony's holy waterfalls could devise a better theory.
Surely you can steal better insults than the Yuda's best.
Now then, to all of you gathered in this sacred hall, need I remind you?
Okay, we can... Pressing seems safe so far.
I was not anywhere near the tomb following the murder.
Hold
it! Well, maybe you were hiding inside the sarcophagus. After all, it does technically belong to you. I bet you'd have no trouble opening it.
If I had been in there, I could not be here today. For the tomb has been under constant surveillance since the murder. I would have never been able to leave.
I guess not. If I might ask, what's in that sarcophagus anyway? You're still alive, so...
There is despair, sadness, hatred, and malice. Only one brave enough to see the truth hidden deep within. Could discover the final hope, my continued corporeality.
You completely lost me. In other words, it's empty. But no one dared to open it because they were too scared of the curse.
Now, will you dispense with your theory? It is as empty as my sarcophagus.
It was filled with metaphors.
Were your theory correct, I would have been in the tomb once I had stopped channeling.
Unless you were, and you were able to channel into someone else, one of the other people.
Hold it!
I'll admit you weren't in the tomb after the murder.
Very good. But that very truth refutes your theory. even if I had channeled Minister Inga and entered the tomb, the moment I ceased channeling him, I would have re-emerged at the crime scene. Precisely. As you said yourself, Defense, Queen Amara was not there after the murder. The only living souls in the tomb at that time were Dirk Sodmedy and Maya Fey. Be it in this life or the next, there is no escaping such simple truths.
It's kind of a derpy tiger. He's kind of derpy. That's fine. It's okay.
My husband Dirk is the killer, but he has fled from this sacred hall.
Hold it! There must be a reason why he had to make his escape today.
A reason? Perhaps.
Perhaps what?
Perhaps to conceal himself and lie in wait for another chance to claim my life.
Whoa, what's this?
Objection! No, it's definitely not like that, your mercifulness. First of all, you don't really believe he's trying to kill you, do you? After all, you two ran off together after he rescued you all those years ago.
That was only because he had the audacity to claim, "It wasn't me, you must believe me." It was my duty as a wife to her husband to bend an ear to him, was it not? Communication, after disagreement, is the secret to a long and happy marriage.
Sure, I guess. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Don't ask me.
That is why I listened to Dirk. However, he didn't have a shred of evidence to support his claim. It grieves me to admit it, but my husband truly did try to murder me.
That's quite enough. It's abundantly clear that Queen Amara's testimony is flawless.
Oh, do you understand now, lawyer?
This is bad. The judge isn't going to let me cross-examine her much longer. Amara should have been in the tomb after the minister's murder, but she wasn't. I don't get it. How did she just vanish from the scene of the crime like that? It shouldn't be possible for normal people to... Maybe. Maybe what? Your Majesty, I think I can explain why Queen Amara wasn't there in the tomb after the murder.
Very well, Defense. Do explain.
I believe it was accomplished through a method only she is capable of. And by using this special method, it would be possible for her to literally disappear.
Well, don't keep us waiting. Let's hear it. How did Queen Amara disappear from tomb? From tomb? She was in tomb and now not in tomb.
We say bo, because we do that. She hid in the sarcophagus? No. She clung to the ceiling? Hilarious. No, I think she must have re-channeled somebody else. All she had to do was channel someone. Then she could easily disappear from the scene of the crime. After all, she would literally be someone else.
Why, I believe that actually makes sense.
What do you have to say to that, Queen Amara?
You believe that I, a grand priestess, would use the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit murder.
Whoa! What the?
Mercy, your mercifulness, please no. I will hide behind the microphone.
That was Creepsos.
How dare you spew such vile blasphemy, defense? You will retract your last statement or face immediate execution.
What? I got...
No, good Majesty. It is quite all right. Kurainism also teaches that we must respond at all times with reasoned principle. Therefore, I shall offer a measured response to his blasphemous accusation.
You have something to counter with?
Indeed. Now, are you listening? It would not have been possible to simply vanish by means of spirit channeling. After all, it would require a deceased person to channel. However, there was only one murder victim in the tomb. And that was Minister Inga, the only others there right after his murder. Were Dirk and Miss Faye.
Ah.
Had I channeled Inga, as you allege? Well, the outcome would have been quite odd, to say the least. For there, beside the dead minister, a living, breathing one would have appeared. Even if I had been in the tomb, there was no one to channel except the deceased minister. So you see, I could not have vanished by means of spirit channeling.
I have a bad feeling about this. Ugh, that's true, but I can't rule it out yet. Because, well, what if there was another victim? Someone we haven't identified yet.
How absurd.
If you channeled someone other than Minister Inga, you could have used their identity to disappear from the tomb. Could she have just changed into a random guard and then wandered out? No, I think it's one of those two. Another victim? Queen Amara. Please add your last statement to the testimony. This could explain everything. Wasn't there some sign of another victim there in the tomb? And yet, why do I sense I'm not gonna like what I'm about to find out? There was a lot of blood that we found. Minister Inga was the sole victim. There was no other spirit to channel when he was dead. Actually, we're going to save, because this is maybe about to get very bad for our protagonist. Minister Inga was the sole victim. There was no other spirit to channel until he was dead. We are going to press this first. What if there was another victim besides Minister Inga?
What on earth could you mean? The only body found in the tomb was the minister's.
Yeah, but, Mara's counter-arguments are too spot-on for us to rebut. Actually, there is one possibility. What's the matter, Apollo? That's one heck of a face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing, really. And yet, that means... Well, I think everyone's figured it out at this point. The sole victim, but something else definitely happened there. Because we found a mysterious bloodstain.
Objection!
With Dirk's blood. I can't believe I'm presenting this. But it proves that there was another victim. Still, the only ones there at the scene of the crime were Mystic Maya Fey, Papa Dirk. No, it can't be.
Would the defense care to share something with us?
Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you?
Whatever are you talking about?
If you won't tell this court, then then I will.
Well, don't keep us waiting.
This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead. But a second victim, Apollo? Queen Amara, after you channeled Minister Inga and moved to the tomb, you vanished from the scene of the crime by channeling the other victim. That explains why no one found you after the murder was discovered.
Oh, you putrid pepper, of all the half-witted buffoonery to come tumbling from your lips. But suppose I indulge you and play along with your little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim?
There's no way this can be true. But no, I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. The other victim who Queen Amara channeled was Trucy Wright, the magician. No, it was Papa Dirt. Listen, son, even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. There is no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. Dirk knew everything, but he couldn't bring himself to tell me. I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. He couldn't accuse the love of his life. This sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amara was... Take that! Well, you can't! That's not possible! The defendant, Dirk Sadmadi, is the one Queen Amara channeled. He's the other victim. This is insanity.
Burn, conkety conka.
Apollo, what are you... Do you realize what you're proposing?
I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice.
I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered, but the facts and evidence speak for themselves. And this is where they've led me. I see. After Inga's murder, Dirk and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amara... But it can't be, can it? Dirk's bloodstain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me. He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The only logical explanation is Dirk had also been murdered.
Objection.
That's enough. Your explanation cannot be the truth, and you would not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion.
Nayuda, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong. But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body. It would have to be somewhere nobody would ever look. Somewhere chilling. There's only one such place.
You truly have proof.
The fastest way would be to actually have someone go check the tomb.
Go check the tomb? But why?
It's not got metaphors in it. Because I believe Dirk's killer hid his body here. Inside this broken dummy. No, it's inside the chilled sarcophagus. You would suggest Queen Amara's sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. Plus, a killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means...
I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence, being that Queen Amara yet lives, I trust we may now open it.
If we must. Your Majesty, I believe Detective Skye is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter.
Not looking so confident now, are you, Queenie Snow White? Hi, Emma.
Now then, Detective Skye, your report, if you please.
I'll start with my findings.
Please, please, please have found anything else. Please let me be wrong about this. I just want things to be as they were.
A search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appears to be several days old.
A body. Detective Skye, tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base.
I have a photo of the body. And I have positively identified it as... Dirk Sadmity. He dead.
Dirk! No! Why? Why'd this have to happen? Damn it, Dirk! Answer me! How can this be?
The traitorous snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered. Oh, what a joyous day! Those fools shouting for change and revolution and hope, and I'm with her and whatever they say, I don't even know, will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under.
It's pretty rough. Who? What was I even fighting for? Apollo. What am I supposed to do now?